Welcome to What's Good Blog's video review. I'm Jay Boucher, and today I'm going to talk to you about Dungeon Defender's first wave for Android. Dungeon Defenders just came out a few weeks ago for both the iPhone and the Android platforms at around the same time. Now, it lists the Droid 2, my device, as a mid-range device for Android devices. So I have it overclocked right now to 1.25 gigahertz from the 1 gigahertz processor. So we'll see how it runs playing this game for now. Let me actually just adjust the lighting a little bit in here. Okay, yeah, much better. So, I'll turn up the music a little bit. So this is the first screen that you get when you come into the game. All the choices that you have are right here in the beginning. Just wait for focus, there we go. So, local play, online play, how to play. If you click, it's just a video tutorial that you basically should sit through every time when you first play the game. It is pretty helpful. It does show you which keys are which, etc., that kind of stuff, so that you know what to do once you actually get into the game. Options menu, not many options here. I'll show you what the video options are here. So you see video upscale percentage. So let's turn it all the way up. Oh, that's just a little bit. So I'm going to turn it all the way up to maximum. Here we go. Now you can see, at maximum, these graphics are actually pretty good. Check out the back. Now, it's actually just a video. You can see in the background, here, I'll load up my character. So if you hit play local, you can create a new hero, one of the 4 classes that they include. Hit select, and let's start. So when you first start off the game, you go to the tavern. In the tavern, you can upgrade your equipment, you can sell equipment, you can buy equipment, you can test out all your equipment, all your spells, you can test out your towers, all that kind of stuff. It's pretty cool. So here's the area that you start off with. This is the tavern. And if you check out the graphics, now they're on the maximum graphics, 1.25 gigahertz overclock. These graphics are actually really nice. Everything, all the buttons on the screen, everything is pretty cool. Everything looks pretty good. The graphics are really sharp, and then if you just look at this, on the screen in the HUD layout, everything looks pretty refined, pretty sharp. You don't really have any problems seeing anything, which is good, because it does decrease the quality of the HUD if you decrease the video quality in the game. So here, I'll show you just some of the special effects from when you shoot. So shooting this staff, my character is a mage, so different effects, different kinds of attacks. The effects are pretty good, and the graphics are really good right now, but they're turned all the way up on this phone, which is a mid-end phone, so anytime anyone else comes on the screen, the game's going to slow down really fast. So what we're going to do is, we're going to go back, and we're going to throttle the graphics down to where I play at. So I play at, there's basic, all the way low is really bad, but I set them just a little bit higher, and you can instantly tell the graphics look different. The HUD is a little bit more shadier, and not as defined, and things just have a different appearance. It's not as sharp and everything, but it's still good and still very playable. So what we're going to do is going to go to Crystal, and we're going to pick one of the, here, I'll just pick the first board, and this is in single player, and I'm going to hit go. So the loading times are one problem. They're not really a problem, but the game does take a while to load when you load different boards, or if you go into the game in the first place. The game does take a little bit of time to load. And then, so here's the basic premise of the game. So it is a tower defense game completely. So what you do is you need to defend this crystal. So the crystal is this big thing, and you basically need to place towers everywhere that you can to make sure that this crystal is, to make sure that this crystal is protected. There's also something else called the forge right here. So in the forge, any extra mana that you get, you can deposit in, and you use mana to upgrade your equipment. So we go to Hero Info. This is the screen that you use when you level up. You pick which attributes you want to increase. So like attack, defense, speed, your abilities, your tower attack rate, your tower defense, your tower armor, and then your resistance to certain kinds of damage, like regular damage or poison damage. And then you can hit this button. This brings you your inventory, and in your inventory, you can click, whatever inventory you want to take a look at this armor. So if I want to upgrade it, you look down here, I can use that amount of mana 1300 to upgrade it. And what upgrading it does is lets you pick, one of these attributes for the armor or for the weapon or whatever and upgrade it. Different items have multiple categories, so you can upgrade whatever you want every time you upgrade one of your things. So you want to click you want to get mana. You get mana by killing enemies, and they release these little crystals. And that mana is then used to upgrade your equipment, to build towers, to cast spells, and that kind of stuff. So let's show you what it looks like. So I'm not going to buy any towers because I don't have any mana, but I also don't need any towers right now. If you hit the map, it'll actually show you there are no treasure chests on the map, so there's no mana laying around. But between rounds, the treasure chests actually have extra mana for you to pick up, and you can easily refill it. So let's see if we can find some enemies. So this is the first map, easiest difficulty, medium difficulty level. Everyone dies pretty quickly. This is definitely not one to be worried about. So there's only 6 enemies in this, but if I was playing a different level, because this is the first level, I'm playing it on medium. If I was playing a different level, it would be like 50, 60, it keeps going up as you get higher in the levels. And if your crystal's under attack, it'll give you a warning that your crystal's under attack. So and see that is the basic premise of the game. Keep them away from these towers. Keep them away from the crystal, by using your gun and by using towers also. Sorry, just trying to keep this like in in view. Oh, okay, here we go. Yeah, I'm going through this really quickly because I don't need to spend time building towers. This is only this is a very easy difficulty level. I'm not really worried, but I will show you what a tower looks like once I have enough to build one. Okay, now I have enough to build one. So let me show you what it looks like. So this can show you some of the problems. The game doesn't slow down right now. It actually is pretty good. But there's not a lot going on. Once a lot starts to go on, then it gets worse. So here's the build menu. You can build, repair, upgrade towers. I'm going to build a missile tower right here. And then you choose which way it's going to aim. So I'm going to aim it back at the crystal. And then you'll summon it. There you go. Now it'll attack anything that's in range. You also just need to make sure that it doesn't get destroyed or anything, and you also want to make sure that you upgrade the towers. So you can upgrade the towers, and they do more damage, they have more health, stuff like that. Everything is level dependent. It depends on where you are in the game. So, and that determines what you can do. So the graphics are good right now. There's no slowdowns or anything, but once there's lots of enemies on the screen and stuff, it does slow down significantly. However, the game is a lot of fun. This is really easy. We're on like the first level, but this is really a great game for anyone who wants to play. You should check out my written review at the website, www.whatsgoodblog.com, because I have a lot about the few problems with it. If I had to rate it, I would give this game an 8 out of 10 because of the bugs that it has. But once the bugs that it has are all worked out and all the kinks are gotten out and the game is polished a little bit, this could easily be a 10 out of 10 game. The graphics are beautiful. You can still run it on an older phone like with this one. I did overclock it to make it run a little bit faster, but it will still run, regardless of your settings. And I definitely recommend this game to everybody who likes playing games on their phone. Alright, if you have any questions, feel free to check us out at www.whatsgoodblog.com. Thanks.